Well, hello. I'm back again, and I promised to continue on my theme of finding humor in the final days, so to speak. Because I think, well, I mean, after all, if we're all going to die, we may as well go out with a good laugh. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of material out there. It's unbelievable. What got me on camera today, so to speak, is reading this article I put out right in front of me here about Sarah Palin. About a woman arranged to sign some of her new books, and apparently she got a lot of people showing up. They stayed out all night. They actually stayed out in the rain. This like it was Super Bowl tickets or something to get her to autograph their purchased books. $30 a piece, I'll tell you. Some of them came with more than one because they knew they would be great historical documents that they could later sell at an auction. You know, the antique roadshows already predicted these signed Sarah Palin books are going to go way up in value. I know the guy, what's his name, Mad Money, that guy, he's saying that if you can get hold of some stock and the rising value of signed Sarah Palin books, you're going to make a fortune because everybody's going to want one in the future, especially, if not now. Now look, to get back to the story, that's not the end of it. She didn't finish signing all the books. She left about 100 people standing out in the rain. Well, she got on her, what is this? It looks like a bus. Yeah, it looks like a traveling show. It's one of these traveling freak shows. Anyway, she's on this bus, has her picture on it. And I mean, no one can accuse her of promoting herself. But anyway, she's on this bus covered with advertising for her. And she left these people they're all standing out in the rain. Hey, I got one too. Hey, we're Sarah. And she just, she flipped them off and drove away. Look, I'm a writer, ladies and gentlemen. If I had a book signing, I would sign every fucking book that someone brought to me and then some. I would sign some that people didn't want. Sarah, look, if you're going to write a book, you got to look at it from the viewpoint of a writer and not a politician, where you can flip off your supporters. Now, I know you know that your supporters are a bunch of ding-a-lings, and so you had no problem flipping them all. I mean, after all, if they were dumb enough to buy your book and pay $30 for it when Walmart had it for $6.95, how smart can they be? Well, anyway, as you know, Sarah, as I was saying, you need to get back to thinking like a writer does. We struggle our whole lives to get books printed. Here, you didn't do jack shit. You got elected governor of Alaska, like, so what? What do you do, go moose hunting? And anyway, because you did that, they like to give you a book deal. The idea being that your life story would fascinate everyone. And it's fascinating, but not for the reasons you think, Sarah. But anyway, look, if you're going to write a book and you go on a book tour, you sign every fucking book that they hand you. Every writer knows that. You don't take these book sales for granted. They're hard to come by. The few writers who are able to live on books, they'll tell you they want those book sales. That's why they take those tours. What do you think, you're on a book tour to sign books for no purpose? So people can sell them later at the Antique Guild for $1 million each? No, Sarah. The purpose of writing a book is to make money. And you don't make money by pissing off your people. They want you to sign your book, and a lot of piety, humility is shown. They're very subservient to the people they worship. They'll stand there and they'll oogle over you and say, "Oh, Sarah, please, can you say it's for Bill?" And anyway, look, here's some of the things they said. Here's one of the left out people said, "I'm very disappointed. I think it was very rude." Really? She could have at least apologized, and she didn't even do that. That's the kind of people they are. Okay, and another person said, we bought 2 books from Buddhists. Can you imagine $60 to have our receipt and maybe the recipe for getting screwed. Receipt and our wristband. They're a wristband of all things. Can you imagine? I thought those were for POWs. A wristband to get it signed tonight. After all, she's leaving town. You got to get her while she's there. Said, when woman, my books are going back to Borders tomorrow. I don't blame her. Besides, get your money back and go over to Walmart. They're $6.95. And here's another person said, we gave up our entire work day. Can you imagine that? Giving up a high-paying job to go get a book signed? And then you get left out in the rain. Really? Come on, people just aren't civil anymore. My kids were crying. Can you imagine Sarah Palin making kids cry? What kind of person is she? As one guy said that. They went home with my wife. She was out there in the freezing cold all day. And then he added, I feel like I don't want to support Sarah. Well, I hope not. Really, you don't want to support someone who leaves you sat out in the rain with your thumbs up your ass. Especially if they're right. Like, the next time you go to get a book signed, you make sure that fucking writer signs your book. And don't let them get on a bus or a bicycle or whatever, jet plane to Paris. You say, look, I don't care how big shot you are. I stood out here with this fucking book of yours. Now you'll sign it whether I like it or not. So that's the attitude to take. Okay, well, I'm going to head on out of here and think of some more things to do. All right, we all have a good day. Thank you.